Hello everyone. Here's a short yoga for golfers sequence that you can do before going to play a round of golf or maybe incorporating it into your conditioning program. We're going to do 4 postures today that are going to help you bring mobility to hips, shoulders and spine, as well as increasing strength in the legs. What we're aiming for is really increasing club head speed to have greater distance, as well as hopefully playing with more consistency. So today you'll need maybe a pillow or a block to support your head, and I'm going to ask you to lie on your back right away. Bringing the sole of your feet onto the mat, feet a little bit wider apart from each other, and arms just relax on the floor. Taking a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, let your knees float towards the left. And we're going to do that for a few more rounds here. Inhaling, coming back to center. Exhaling, letting your knees float towards the other side. And do that for perhaps 5 more breaths at your own rhythm. Paying attention to the external and internal rotation that's happening with the hips, but also releasing a little bit your lower back. Inhaling every time you come back to center. Exhaling, letting the knees float to one side. This is really good to bring mobility to the hips. So important to have an efficient golf swing as well. Good, and one more time, inhaling back to center. Feel free to do a few more if you wish. But from here, we'll move on to bridge pose. So bringing your feet a little closer to you, and knees are going to stay hip width apart. And what's important to know here is that it's the leg muscles, the glutes, that are going to do the work, not the upper body. So really relax your arms and shoulders on the mat. Inhaling, pressing your feet down and feeling the muscles in your legs helping you, bringing the hips up towards the ceiling. And we'll stay here for a few deep breaths, really connecting the feet to the floor. The sensation in your glutes and your hamstrings, and the strength that you're building here, and those big muscles are going to be so useful in generating more power for your golf swing. So just a few more breaths here. Good. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly come down. Once you're all the way down, take a moment to pause and to feel. And then we'll move on to our side. So I want you to lie on one side, grabbing your pillow or your block to support your head, making sure you stack your hips, your knees as well as your shoulders, and your knees are about 90-degree angles from your body. Trying as much as possible to dissociate the shoulder turn from your hips. We're going to try to keep the lower body nice and stable, so without moving. Inhaling, your arm open, visualizing that shoulder going towards the floor to the back. And as you exhale, come on back, stacking your arms. Doing a few more here at your own rhythm, creating a nice tempo with the breath. Inhaling, opening up, and exhaling, closing back. Just a couple more, paying attention to the hips, keeping them nice and stable, and following your fingers with your gaze so the head and neck also join into the movement. One last one. Inhaling and exhale. Good. From here, moving on to our 4th and final posture for this video. In table position, so on your hands and knees. Look between your knees to make sure that they're about hip width apart. Hands right under your shoulders, or maybe a little wider stance if that's more comfortable for you. Connecting the top of your feet to the floor, and also connecting with your core so you have a nice strong foundation. On your next inhalation, let your head and tailbone curl up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, round your spine, head and tailbone curling under, pressing the floor away with your hands here. Inhale, reversing the movement. Exhaling, rounding the spine. And 2 more. Inhale. Really good to bring mobility to the spine, this exercise. And exhale, rounding. 1 last time. Inhaling, curling up. And as you exhale this time, feel your glutes really helping you, bringing your tailbone forward. Good. Beautiful. So I want to thank you for joining me today, and I hope that this short sequence is going to help you have fun on the golf course and improve your golf game. Thank you for joining me.